you want to hop up to? Up, you do it. Good girl. Hello, my name is Steph Bartlett. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I share farm life from the family farm here in South Australia. I'm not actually a farmer. I rent one of the farmhouses on the family farm and run my own online business from here, which is a bit of yoga, business coaching, and I'm owning the content creation thing too. I really want to step into being a content creator and getting better and better at that, hence this YouTube channel. In this week's YouTube video, we're going to be classing the Ewe Hoggets, or Hogget Ewes, whatever way around you say it. Last week, I wanted to see them class the Ram Hoggets, and Farmer Paul forgot to let me know, and I was not going to let him forget to tell me this week. And I'm happy to say he did remember. We're also going to touch base with Farmer Rod. You may have noticed he hasn't been very active. We haven't really seen him in the last couple of weeks of these YouTube videos. I'm going to explain why, and we will have a quick little chat to him. And as per usual, I'll just give you a really short little update of the week that has been. I actually quite enjoyed learning about classing sheep. I learned quite a bit. I hope you'll learn a bit from this video as well. Farmer Paul did say he could have gone into so much more depth and detail about classing sheep. We've kept it pretty simple, but if you do have any further questions, pop them in the comments, and I'm hoping we can do a Q&A video sometime soon and we can answer any questions that you have. Alrighty, you ready to watch today's YouTube video? I hope so. Let's go.
Burn a little brighter every day.
The day after I finished editing last week's YouTube video, it absolutely poured with rain. I think we nearly had 20 mil of rain, and I reckon, I'm trying to remember, I think we had about 10 mil in 30 minutes. Like, it just absolutely poured. And as you can imagine, this rain has been fantastic for not only the pastures for the sheep, but also the crops as well. I actually did a little crop tour, a virtual one, through videos and photos for Farmer Rod. You'll find out why soon. As far as what's been happening this week on the farm, we classed the Ewe Hoggets, which you will see soon. Farmer Paul has been flat out with spraying, Farmer Charles has been doing the stock runs, and I'm sure there's other things they've been doing as well. As for me this week, I had a bit of travel between Adelaide and the farm and taught yoga, had some business coaching clients, and did one business coaching session in person. That's something I offer. I love doing that with teaching content creation and social media. I did this coaching session with a local business in Keith. It's a bookshop called Beyond Words Bookshop. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you go through Keith, be sure to drop in. It is an absolute vibe. I mentioned I had a bit of travel between the farm and Adelaide this week. You're about to find out why. You might have noticed Farmer Rod hasn't been on YouTube videos as much lately. That's because he's been hanging out in here. Farmer Rod, what are you doing in here?
Yes, well, when I was young, I was stupid. Had a bit of hero, lift everything heavy and consequently my back's buggered.
Okay, so yeah, in your early 20s, you've already had a back surgery, haven't you?
Right. Yep, that's right, yep.
Yeah, and
slow learner.
And then you've heard it again, so you've been in here for what, 10, 11 days?
12 days.
Waiting for surgery, which you had last night.
That's right, yep.
And it all went pretty well.
I think, yep, so we're looking good at this stage.
Farmer Paul's been holding the fort.
Yeah, all good.
But yeah, at least it's looking good. You had surgery, got out last night at 9:30.
Walking 9:30 next morning.
Yeah, that's incredible, because before the surgery you could hardly walk.
Couldn't walk. Yep.
Couldn't even sit up, could you?
That's right. Yep.
So you're back on your feet.
Yep.
So the plan from here is somehow, I don't know if we put a ball and chain on him or cover him in bubble wrap. We need to make sure he doesn't do silly things on the farm, and he can't help himself. He's got to get in there and do stuff. Are you going to look after yourself moving forward?
Definitely. The amount of pain I've been through lately is a good reminder.
Okay. One benefit of me being active on social media is Farmer Rod's been able to keep up with what's been happening on the farm through my videos. I swapped the farm walks for city walks and also enjoyed some yummy food with Kami, my mum, between our visits to the hospital. Remember last week I said that the chooks had finally started laying again? Well, when I got back from Adelaide, the first thing I wanted to do was pick some lucerne. The chooks are loving the lucerne, to feed the chooks, and I wanted to check if they were still laying eggs. Hello, girls. Have you laid some eggs? Oh my goodness. We sure have. There you go. Coco, enough. Oh my goodness, are you ready to see the eggs? I'm considering they weren't laying before. I should have bought something down to put them in. They weren't laying, and now we've got all of these. You girls know that it's important to eat your greens, don't you? You love them. It was then time to unpack and settle back into farm life. I'm heading up to the yards because the guys are classing the Hoggets today. They were meant to be doing it tomorrow, so I booked a hair appointment for today. But the weather will be better for spraying tomorrow. It's been raining today, not a good spray day, so they've swapped days for classing the Hoggets, and that is farm life. It's quite weather dependent. Farmer Paul and Farmer Charles already had the Ewe Hoggets in the yard, started putting them through the race, and they are now going to class the Ewe Hoggets. Now, I've never done this before. I have a bit of an understanding around what it is, but I don't know the details, so I'm going to start asking them a few questions. So what are you looking for when you're just doing a quick run through the race here?
Every year is different, so just give an idea where they're at.
Yeah.
So then when you class, you've got a good foundation to go off.
Yeah, where they're at with their
Where they're
wool,
at,
size,
everything. And then you're classing on that, because every year is different, of course, especially it's been so bloody dry the last 12 months.
Rough year, yeah.
Fed lot for, what, 5 or 6 months, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of
Never done
feeding.
that before, ever.
Nah.
So just got to be a bit cautious on that. Still don't make excuses for them, because there's always a medium to work off.
Yeah.
You've still got your genetic band.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just get off the real bad ones, and they get a nice little green tag, and any that's really good, get a blue.
Yeah.
And then the nucleus born ones, but genetically they're better, so you probably have a 15 to 20% tolerance to those.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So generally breed a bit better than they look.
It's a pretty straightforward process. They put the sheep through the race here, they hold them in the race, they will go through and check every single sheep, check their wool, their structure, all the things they check for classing. If the sheep is no good, it's a cull, it'll get a green tag put on it. If it's a really good sheep and doesn't already have a blue tag, the nucleus sheep have blue tags. If it's not already a nucleus, but it's really good, it'll get a blue tag.
Best definition of crimp.
Ah, yeah.
And it's got fluidy wax all the way through.
So that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, and alignment. Yeah, it's good. It's not rich.
What's rich?
Rich is that fluidy wax, is that brightness and richness in the wool.
So that looks more dry.
Yeah, a bit dry. Still acceptable for commercial.
Yeah.
For you. That's better, see?
Oh, that's nice.
See that? It's got good definition of crimp, consistency, brightness, richness. That'll micron very well.
So that's what you're after.
You'd weigh 16 micron, I'd say. And good staple length for a drought.
Yeah, for a drought. So
They don't really be a lot better than this, of course, but it's all economics, which I'll explain tomorrow.
that blue thing you pull's pretty handy, isn't it?
It's fantastic. Really good. Yeah. Those little gates, so quick, so easy.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a couple turning around because they're probably 75% of the normal size.
Yeah. Yeah. I've ended up with a job. Come on. Don't you even think about it. At least I don't swear now. I have to head into town for a hair appointment because I thought they were classing these tomorrow, but it turns out they are actually classing. They're not going to get through them all today. Paul will go spraying this afternoon, so they'll still have about 500 to class tomorrow. So I'll be back. So hang around. I went and got my hair done, then I come back, went for a crop tour for Dad via video to send through to him, so we'll check out the crops, but then we also head back to the yards and I ask Farmer Paul and Farmer Charles more questions about classing the ewes. I know Farmer Rod hasn't been at the farm for a couple of weeks because he's been in hospital. I asked him, what would you like to see an update on so he can watch it on this video, and he said he would like to see the beans down at the other block and also an update on the canola crops. He's the cropping man on the farm, so he's pretty invested with that. So I'm gonna jump in the ute, head down to the other block, and let's check out the bean crops. You coming, Coco? You gonna hop up? No, this side. Over here. Where are you? Oh, don't go under utes. All right, hop up. Up you get. Up, 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 up. Good girl. Stay there. Ready, Coco? Apparently it's very wet on this block. This clay track here is a little bit damp. I'll get off it soon. Don't really want to get bogged today. Here's the beans. This thing comes everywhere with me. If you want to do content creation, Flex 180 is the brand. This is the best phone stand I've ever had. I've had it for years. It's the most reliable one I've ever had. Whilst I was at the other block, I thought I'll get a little video for Farmer Rod of the lupins as well. So here are the lupins. And then it was back to the other farm to get some footage of the canola crops. I think our canola went in a little bit later than usual. It'll still be fine, but I have noticed the neighbours' canola crops are in full flower now. Ours is just starting to flower. I hope you enjoyed your little crop tour, Farmer Rod. And now we'll cut to the next day, the next morning, back with Farmer Charles and Farmer Paul to finish classing the Ewe Hoggets. We just have a few left to go. Here we are. This is the last lot of hoggets that need classing. You can tell they're young sheep because they haven't had as much experience with being in the yards and getting moved, so they can be a little bit flighty sometimes and not as quick to find their way through the gate. Well, someone asked, what are hoggets? What are wethers? Can you please explain?
So, hoggets strictly about 9 months to 18 months old sheep.
Female ones? Oh no, that's female or male. I need to learn as well.
So it's age thing, sort of 9 months
okay.
to 18 months. And a wether is a castrated male.
And a ewe is a female sheep.
That's right.
I should know something, shouldn't I? Gee whiz, I need to brush up on my sheep knowledge skills, don't I? Farmer Paul added a bit more about the hoggets.
Yeah, so it's the teething of a sheep. So they have lamb's teeth to start with. Then the 2 teeth come up, become hoggets. Then they become 4 teeth. And then 6 teeth and then adults. So it's just different stages.
So that's how you sell with their teeth. Okay, cool. Come on, girls. Round you go. No, you're not coming out. Psst. Come on, push up. Woo-hoo-hoo. Come on. That's it. Good girls. Come on, push up. Push up, push up, push up. No, not 2 at once, you idiots. We just got the sheep into the race here. What are you doing? What is classing?
Well, what I like to do is go put the heater on and have a coffee.
Okay.
But we better do a bit of work first.
Yep.
So sheep classing, so you're just analysing each sheep to what they are. So looking at the body structure, feet, mouth, head, and then the wool type. So it's a lot to it. But because we're breeding for many years, alignment breeding, it's a lot easier these days. When we first started, we had licorice all sorts up on the labels, so the classing would have taken at least 3 times as long. So, and the thing to remember is these poor girls have come through a very poor year
with the
on our standards, and they've actually been fed lot for 6 months, which is just unheard of. So when you feed lots, you just can't afford to keep them fat. It's just not economical, so you just want them growing a bit each week. When they're doing a bit of weight gain through that period, so obviously you can't expect great results, but we'll get them shorn off in about 3 weeks. Put them on good feed and they'll be fine. They don't mate until middle of January. So
they just had a bit of a rough start, didn't they, with the season?
So pretty well.
Effectively, you're separating the good sheep and the bad sheep.
Sort of.
Kind of.
Don't like using those terms, but
okay.
Because I might get sued. Or the sheep. But no, effectively, it's all about production. Steph. It's all
You're-
about
yeah.
all the things we chase, all the traits that are money. So, you know, a decent fleece, decent weight, micron, decent body, doing
Yeah.
ability, all the things I talk about that we've been breeding.
So you can keep
for many, many
breeding
years.
those
Just
good
keep
traits.
going in line with those, be consistent.
Yeah. Beautiful. Let's get into it.
All right, let's go.
Paul, you just said some of them have blue tags.
That's right.
What does that actually mean?
So they're nucleus born, so we breed our own rams.
Nucleus means there are good ones?
Yeah, so that's your best of your sheep through testing.
Okay.
Visual, objective, subjective, and they're born from that mob.
Okay.
So you tag differently, so we identify them coming through in we class.
Beautiful. They're the good ones. We'll watch out for the blue tags.
Yep. Like a depth,
Yeah.
not well sprung in the ribs. I'm very strong on stable length. There's no excuse to not have good stable length, because if you've got some good stable length now, time they have a lamb, they're going to produce much wool. So I just like good stable length.
What's that mean, the length of the wool?
Yeah. So this one is pretty good. So we'll get that one. Not exceptional, but pretty good.
So what do you like about that?
Oh, it's just got a lot of wool in it. It's going to cut a lot of wool and a lot of good wool.
Yeah.
Got a good frame. Ticks all the
Beautiful.
boxes.
Excellent.
And a little blue, I think.
A blue, so blue tag.
Yep. So this has now been introduced from the commercial into the nucleus.
Okay.
The breed lambs.
Yep. Beautiful.
There you go.
You're a keeper. Giving this one a blue tag.
Yeah. Got good frame with the body and really nice wool on it, and plenty of length.
So I was just saying, you have your nucleus mob that already have blue tags. You still get some that you make blue tags that didn't come from the nucleus originally.
Yeah, that's right. So with this program, I was pretty lucky when we first started. I got the top geneticists in Australia to come to the farm and set me up. So it's
Oh, I was going to say, how'd you learn this
Paul
stuff?
Ryan, lovely man. That's 35 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, so you basically try and have about 50% of your ewes going in the nucleus, born from the nucleus, and then you bring up 50% from the commercials.
Okay. And this is how you do it, classing them.
Yeah. So the stable's a lot shorter.
Oh, and there's no crimp in it.
Yeah, flat and shorter. So John that has a lamb, it's going to come back up with that much length.
Okay.
So we'd go those.
So their wool quality would suffer a bit when they have a lamb.
Wool quality and wool quantity.
Quantity.
Both
Okay.
can. So it's a matter of.
Oh, so
breeding
it's not a
sheep,
guarantee. It just could happen.
Well, it's a matter of, that's what I class all the ewes every year, right? So they have a lamb, I class them all every year and have done that for many years.
okay.
And then you see the ones that got to have a lamb or they go.
Yeah.
And they have a lamb, they can still produce a good fleece
Okay.
and they produce a good lamb.
Yep.
So they can do it, but you just don't make excuses for sheep, especially when you're classing.
Yep.
Just. Don't get too many rough ones, are we? This morning. It's good. It's all been good commercial.
It's going to be a cull.
Yeah, it's just a bit flat in the wall.
Ah, I
Not much
see.
definition
You can't
crimp
see
and
the
just a
lines
bit
of the
dull.
crimp.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's get down. What do you think?
He looks good from here.
So that's a bit more of an example of that raw definition of crimp and that fluidy wax, that rich, I call them rich walls, where you've got just those smaller secondary follicles oozing wax out, not too much, just enough fluidy wax out to the tip. So that will mark on very well.
Okay, cool.
So that's just a really good example of what I mean by do that. Rich wool, soft, beautiful.
Whilst I have no desire to be a farmer, I really enjoyed learning classing sheep. It was really interesting and it was pretty straightforward. You put the sheep in the race like there, you class them, you then let them out like they're doing here. Once all the sheep are out of the race, you then get the next lot of sheep in, you class them and repeat. And then once they've all been classed, they end up in this little pen here, and then Farmer Charles will take them back out to their paddock. Easy as that. It's just started raining. We like that. We like that a lot. Thank you so much for watching today's YouTube video. I hope that you loved it. I will have a brand new YouTube video for you next week. I upload these videos weekly. So if you'd like to stay in the loop with my weekly YouTube videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button and please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this week's video. I appreciate you watching and supporting my YouTube channel. If you know anyone else that may like what I share here on YouTube, please feel free to share my channel or video with them. Thank you again for watching. Have a fantastic week, and as always, be wildly you and live life your way. See ya. Whoa, nearly stacked it. I did not nearly stack it. Yeah, I did.
Burn a little brighter every day, swimming in the tide against the waves, and I can hold my breath until they crash. Never been the type to wait, I never had the time